Alright, we got season 3, episode number 1 of Oshinoko. A lot went down. Aqua lost his revenge plot because he thinks his dad is gone, but his dad is actually back. We saw the dad. He took out a new person. Ruby has that new motivation as well. We met Itachi Crow Girl. Is she a god? I don't even know what's going on at this point. What I do know was that last season was fire, and I'm sure that this episode will be too. So without further ado, let's run the intro and hop right into this.
ポッピン2の発売から半年が過ぎた。
Boom! Popularity just skyrocketed.
ブレイク寸前特有の空気を持っている。
So not quite like super worldwide famous, but they're on their way.
私の想像を超えた仕事をしてくれて、
Super dope.
アイドル MV と比較したら、その中心にいたのは
Ruby just going insane.
ミステリアスでダークな雰囲気をまとい、何かを強く
And nobody said anything to her pretty much.
何かしらの爪痕を残した。再生回数は驚異の
Whoa!
新人アイドルグループ
I don't even know how I'd react if an episode of anything I dropped hit 20 million views.
何か特別なものがあるんだろうな。大手 YouTuber にコラボの打診を
Smart.
定期的にチャンネルに呼ばれるくらいの関係性を築いた。さらに TikToker やプロゲーマー
Yo, she was on her shit.
オファーを出してショート動画も使って
She's really good at the whole, I mean, she was already a YouTuber, so she's really good at understanding online promotion and its
チャンネル
strengths.
登録者数は増やせない。
PA on.
この半年
Just a buff ass chicken.
コストを割いた私の働きはチャンネル登録者数
Wow, bro.
36万人。
Meanwhile,
初の主演映画の
First
公開を控えてい
movie?
て、実力派女優
she's in Dune
確
3.
実に表舞台へのし上がっている。
Netflix? Turn this off. Turn this off.
一人意外なのはネットテレビのバラエティ番組でレギュラーを獲得、ドラマの脇役やったり、
Super
ファ
dope.
ッション誌のモデルをしたり。
Super duper
子
dope.
役の頃二人は会ってるんだ。実質幼馴染だよね。違う。
Hell no, there was all kinds of hate going
小
on.
さい頃から失礼で重曹舐める天才子役。10秒で泣ける
No.
天才子役。それ
Who
や
can
め
lick
ろ。
baking
最近
soda?
重曹ちゃんの本名なんだっけとか言われるようになってきてるんだから。だいたい尺は稼げたかな。
So what have you been up to?
明日のスケジュールは踊ってみたの撮影で、明後日は午前中にピエヨンコラボ、午後はプロゲーマーたちとコラボ生放送。
With
週
pro
末は
gamers?
北海道でライブだからね。みやこさん、私も疲れ。
That's really dope though. I'd rather be like in the mix of the entertainment busyness than
ご飯で
not.
も食べに行く？終わりなら私は帰る。
Whoa.
私も。
Just feels like everyone has their own kind of motives and stuff, you know?
少し雰囲気が変わった。
茜とちゃんと付き合うことにした。
Let me find out a boy derailed your life like that.
愚痴りたいこといっぱいだよ。
次いつ空いてるの？
Never, bro.
今月は23と29の夜がワンチャンって感じかな。
She said if luck is with us.
だな。
早く会いたい。
That does suck though, because she was looking up at that
俺
Netflix
もだよ。
advertisement, probably wishing she was in a similar boat and pushing similar paths in her own career. But even in like old seasons, it always felt like she was split. Was that their dad? Did they just start with their dad? Hey, hey, hey. Okay. This looks like their music video for the that skyrocketed their popularity. Bro, when did season 2 end? I feel like it wasn't even that long ago. I could have sworn I just finished watching the show. And a lot happened at the end of the last season that I need some explanations. Okay, yeah, that is their dad. Random old dude. No, I'm playing. She has to be all hidden with him in public. That's crazy. Yeah, you're a weirdo, bro. Turn that TV off. He's just waiting for them to get just popular enough for him to carry out his... Yo, he's weird. Oh, I'll call the cops right now. Oh, standalone concerts is dope. It's so weird because where they are in their careers And the stuff they get in person are just so different. You would think they'd be filling up bigger arenas.
幕張メッセのワンブロックですらキャパ7000
Whoa.
からだぞ。ドームなんてもってのほか。
How many people does
今
a
はもう
dome
あ
hold?
そこに立てるアイドルグループっつのは大手事務所が売り出したやつだけ。
I don't know
し
any
か出身で
idol
ドーム
groups,
に
so
立った
those
女性
probably were
ア
all
イドルグループは
references.
この15年間一組も生まれてねえんだ。あんまり夢見るなって。
Damn, you just shit. Bro, you literally walked over to his dreams on a plate and took a shit on him. Just pulled your pants down and dropped a log.
2020年以降、インターネット発のミュージシャンがドームに立つケースが見られるようになってきた。
つまりピーコ待ちってこと
Bro, he wants somebody to confirm his hopes.
そこまでファンが増えるのに、
それまで耐えられない子も多いんだよな。
Yeah, she's so
最近
conflicted
かなちゃんの顔が暗いんだよ。推しの顔には敏感なんだよ。
about my faves.
こういう顔してアイドルやめてく子。
それを言われた
Y'all
ら
might need
ルビ
to
ちゃん
like
もだな。最近は時折
Bro, you guys need to go live your lives.
おっさんのルビちゃん呼びきっつなんか
That's what thank you. This dude is like 40.
あれかもしれ
Talk
ない
about Ruby-chan. Yeah, yeah.
新メンバー加入。女子のグループ
There's one thing, hey, listen, you can have your interests and stuff, but come on.
勉強になります
That would be interesting if they end up getting a new member, but at the same time, it doesn't feel right.
深掘ワンちゃんの収録日よ。
私ちょっと用事あるから恵比寿で降ろしてください
Please?
わかったわ。
Damn!
どうしたのついてきたの家もっと先でしょ私にこんな分かったようなこと言われるのアクタンのこと
Oh, boom, boom, boom!
わかるよ
Immediate tears.
この半年間ずっとなの私が事務所行くと
Mm.
あいつ部屋に引っ込むの
And Memcho's like 55 years old, so it's okay for her to give this
そ
advice.
れは向こうも忙しいから違うわよ避けてるの絶対黒川茜と付き合ったから他の女といるの良くないとか思ってるのよさぞ安心できる男なんでしょうね
So obviously she still wants to be with him, but it's way more so the fact that he's just not even talking to her anymore.
応援するのにしないの
He doesn't even want to show friendship anymore.
でもいいじゃんかうわよバカ
Oh shit, y'all better chill out before they record you.
お疲れ様です。お先に失礼します。
やあ
こんなところで奇遇だなってわけでもないんだろうけど、話があるならまた今度事務所で。
No, because another time's never gonna show up. Right. I don't know your schedule, bro.
自然とスケジュール合うのはいつだろうね
わかっ
Dang,
た。
Memcho putting in that work.
せめてソファーがあるところで話させてくれ。
This house
ち
is
なみ
very
に午
pastel.
後11時以降大人が未成年を連れ回すのは路上令違反だからな。
硬いこと言わないでよ
Yo. He said old hags can't take my...
今日は4本撮りだったからな。家に帰ったら勉強もしたいし。
大学行くの
そのつもり。医大受験はもうここらでスパートかけないと思う。
Hmm.
アクタンお医者さんになる
Well.
の
わからないけど。
Now he had said like as he gets older, a lot of those memories kind of filter out, and he becomes more him than his past self. So I wonder how apt he would be right now in medicine.
今からでも別に遅いってことはないだろう。
アクタンは若いなそんなまともなことができる人は初めから芸能界来ないと言っても過言ではないからね
She said,
大学行った方が
only idiots do this.
将来のためにはいいなんて必ずしも合理的な判断をするわけじゃない合理的な考えができてたらかなちゃんとももうちょっとうまくやれたんじゃない
こういう話に口挟まない方がいいぞ。
でも私合理的じゃないからさ悲しんでる友達を見たら
Right.
なんかしたいって思っちゃうのが
But I wonder what's forcing him to avoid her, because he doesn't strike me as the type to do that.
なんとかって。
Like, he might be thinking that it's for her sake, but I don't
ちょ
know.
っかいかけた分のアフターケアくらいは
ちょっかい。
アクタンはまだ子供だからかなちゃんに対するムーブは思わせぶりだったよね
Absolutely does.
ああいうの
Bro
は
took her
本来気がある
out
子にしか
to a
しちゃダメで
reservation restaurant. Whoa! What the fuck?
年頃の男を危機感なく部屋にあげといて、男と女のことは俺だってそれなりに分かってる。突然避けるような真似したら有馬が傷つく。
So then why are you
そ
doing
れ
it?
くらいのことをこんなことしたくてしてると思ってるのか。
Well, she doesn't want this either.
有馬はきっとこの 先もっともっと有名になる。ファンは普通切れるんだよ。週刊誌に撮られたら、
I see.
誰かにネットでリークされたら、有馬かなに男がいるってバレて。
Okay, but here's the thing though.
有馬に何かしたら、誰が責任を取る？
No one's telling you that you have to. Oh shit. It's PTSD, bro. It's his past that interferes with it. But nobody's telling you have to hang out with her.
俺はもう
You know?
もしかして逆なのかもしれない。かなちゃんがアクターに入れ込みすぎなんじゃないか。
But it's the other way. Maybe she was down bad for him. Let me talk to these translators.
かなちゃんのこと。
Mm-hmm.
ごめんね。
No, it's understandable why he would feel that way.
行為じゃないのか。
人は合理的じゃないからさ。
You know, he's just been through so much that I guess it makes sense. But like I said, it doesn't mean you have to go out with her to a restaurant. I don't even know if Akane would feel good about that. She's saying, when I go to the house, you hide. A simple hi, hello, how are you goes a very long way. Oh man. And this girl's a really good actress, right? She's like a lead actress or something. Yeah, oh god, she's a big fan.
ダメだよ。お兄ちゃんには素敵で可愛い彼女がいるんだから。
別にお近づきになりたいとか思ってないよ。変に仲良くなると純粋に番組楽しめなくなるし、推しとは一定の距離を保つのが一番だから。
Fans of anything, take that advice, bro. Real shit. I respect her.
ルビーもミナミも順調に売れてきてるし、私たちが共演するのもそう遠い話じゃないと思う。
Yeah, she's definitely big and famous.
知らないフリルと仕事
They always said it, but just the way she talks.
お兄さんと共演とかすぐにでもありそうやけど。
That's interesting. We don't usually see that, do we?
この度
Bro,
された星野
I'm on the same show.
お兄ちゃん見てる？今どんな気持ち？
He said, what do you want from me? Yo, he didn't even tell him.
実在するのか？いるなら
Pikachu? Yeah, just that one word, Nintendo got the lawyers and razed this anime studio to the ground. Yo, Nintendo sent a Hitman squad to the author.
アクア君にあんな可愛い妹がいたなんてね。
兄弟揃って美形やな。
ありがとうございます。
He's about to be so mad when he talks to her, bro. No cap.
冠城さん、
君は素が見えないところがあるからね。視聴者も親しみやすさを覚えるに違いない。双子キ
Very
ャラで
true.
売っていくのはいい選択だと思うよ。なかなか戦略的だね。
But that can be so risky. People can draw
あれ
those
は
dots so
冠城さん
easily.
の仕込みじゃないんですか？
ルビー君の持ち込みさ。
あいつ。
Well, she's on her path of revenge now that you're off
その
yours.
時にね、ご丁寧に企画書
Wow.
を挟んで。
Her
こういう
eyes,
ことが
dude.
できる子は強いよ。そういう成功法だけ
Big
が
facts.
売れる道筋じゃないからね。
I love watching behind the scenes of underground artists going to big producers and just playing the music in front of them and being like, bro, what you think about this? Like, just trying to get it out there, you know?
使うのがテレビだからね。以前会った時はこういう手を使える子に見えなかったけれど。
連れてますか？斉藤一郎さん。
Wow, bro. The return! That is pretty crazy. Okay, so Oshinoko is back. Let me actually find out when season 2 ended, because to be real with you, with this reaction shit, well, just in real life in general, right? I'm sure a lot of us are similar, but with this reaction stuff, especially, my sense of time is so messed up, bro. It's just, it's fried. I don't even know release date. Oshinoko season 2 has already been released, with airing from July 3rd to October 6th, 2024. Well, I mean, that makes sense that it feels like it's not all that long, though. Literally, just a year. Pretty much just a year gap. A year and some change gap from when the last season ended. So no wonder it felt so recent, because usually shows it's a 2-year gap before you get a new season for a show you like. So, but I guess they were already working on it, you know, whatever. Anyways, at the end of last season, we met or saw their father. Scumbag, real scumbag. And in the intro, you see him a lot. I mean, it opens with him. And you see him watching their idol performances and kind of just gathering and then eating a meal. First of all, public execution, stoning, something. I don't know what to tell you. The vibe I'm getting is that he's waiting for them, specifically Ruby. I think he has a thing for taking out female actresses or leads or whatever, entertainers, I guess. It feels as though he's waiting for her to reach a certain threshold of popularity before going after her. Now, I don't know his thoughts and feelings on being a dad, but he just recently took out what I would assume is an actress, right? Or an actress. I think we already confirmed that, if I remember correctly. And that's kind of where it ended. He knocked that actress off the cliff. So he's still active. He's very much active. So I think that's his whole motivation going forward. Aqua lost his. He doesn't have the need for revenge anymore. He's now dating Akane for real, although those feelings are kind of coming into question right now. It feels like he has more connection to Kana, but he's with Akane because of what she represents for him. In his brain, he knows how helpful and loving and just how ridiculous it is to have a ride or die like Akane. Like, she truly loves this guy, and he understands that and kind of wants to reciprocate that, but there's this little part of him that just cares so much about Kana and always has. So we have that whole situation playing out, but he's lost his motivation. He thinks Buddy is dead, but as we know, Buddy is not dead. He didn't even take the opportunity to do the math because of the relief he got when he found out Buddy was gone. However, Ruby met Itachi. Ruby met Itachi's daughter and found out that no, you know, the doctor was taken out in a combination by the same people that took out your mom, and they're still out there. They're still out there doing shit. And so Ruby now has this new motivation, and as you can see, she's really going out there. She's become a go-getter, trying to get all these connections in the scene to spread out as much as she can to try to find whoever it is that does this. Meanwhile, Kana's grappling with the whole Aqua situation we talked about before. So there are a lot of interesting pieces at play right now. Ruby is being coached by the previous husband of our lead producer over at Strawberry Productions. Meanwhile, Aqua's progressing with his career, still trying to decide whether he's gonna be a doctor or not. And everyone else is progressing, aside from Kana, kinda, but I'm sure we'll get that resolved fairly soon here. Oh, and before I sign off, I almost forgot. So at the end of last season, we saw a thing that said 15-year lie. I believe 15 years is how long it's been since I got taken out, right? And it was a script. So are they making a film on this shit? And the reason why I bring it up was, well, A, I watched the last episode of the season, because like I was saying in the Fire Force reaction, whether or not you watched it, I remember everything that happened in the season, but it's so, I don't remember the order. As I said even earlier in this reaction, my sense of time is garbage. I don't remember the order, so I try to watch, going forward, I'm gonna try to watch the last episode of the season so I can understand where we actually left off and where certain events kind of fell into place. By watching it, I saw it pop up on the screen, I remembered that. But also because in this episode, Frill was talking about the type of work she likes to go on ahead and watch and work on, and it's the ones that are gripping, the ones that are gonna push the needle forward and expose things. Nothing better than that, than a film on Ai's true murderer. So that's kind of my 2 cents. I'm excited to see where the season goes. A lot of stuff we have to unwrap here, and I'm sure it's gonna be very, very exciting, as it usually is. But in the meantime, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Follow my Patreon link in the description down below. You'll get access to early, uncut, and exclusive reactions that you get to decide on and influence. That should be it, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.